Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nighttime Show with Steve and Kramer Glickman. Joining us as always, head writer Matt Walker. Our announcer is out sick today, has a case of the farts. Robbie is stuck at a subway turnstile. Can't get in. Our guest for today, from the real O'Neals, Matt Shively is here. And of course, our host as always, Steven Kramer Glickman.
Do you feel good about the decision to not have me do the announcement?
I feel so much better that you didn't do the announcement. You suck at announcing things.
We haven't even tried.
I don't want to try. How would you do it?
Hey, here's the show that we're on.
Oh, God.
With this stupid fat dude, Steven
Who are you,
Glickman.
Kyle Kinane? That's what Kyle Kinane sounds like.
He's the voice of Comedy Central.
Hey, wait. Well,
he's a professional announcer.
Hang on. Redo it. Let's start the music again. I'm going to do it as Kyle Kinane. I'm going to do the intro
you
as
do
Kyle
it.
Kinane.
Then we'll do it again, then I'll do it.
Oh, no. Nobody wants to hear you do it.
All right.
This is Kyle Kinane introducing the Nighttime Show.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's the Nighttime Show with this guy. He was on True Jackson, VP, Matt Shively, and some fucking asshole named Matt Walker's here, and Stephen Kramer Glickman. That's my Kyle Kinane impression.
But he's a professional. He's the voice of Comedy Central. He's like their announcer.
You're the announcer for my asshole. Guys,
it doesn't pay very well.
It really doesn't. It's just you all day. Just here comes another fart.
It's very echoey, too.
I apologize. It's a big asshole. How are you, Matt? You doing all right?
I am doing all right.
Yeah, you're wearing a Star Wars Dodger shirt.
It's a Dodger Star Wars Day shirt.
Does that get all the ladies?
The ladies. When I went to Dodger Stadium for Star Wars Day, every guy was there in cosplay. They were all dressed up as Han Cholo.
That's good. That was really good.
Thank you. That's why I'm the head writer of the show, right there. That's why.
Han Cholo. I like that.
There were a couple of Jabba the Sluts. Big girls.
I love you. I know. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. I get it. Don't worry about it.
It's Juan Pablo.
You're doing. I love sports. So that was great.
Can you name more than 4 sports?
Sure.
Okay. How about this? We'll do a quiz. Can you name more than 3 professional baseball teams?
Yes, the Padres.
Okay.
The Dodgers, the Red Sox,
okay,
the Indiana base Steelers. No.
So you can name 3.
No, I know. The New York Yankees.
Okay,
it's 4.
That's 4.
That's all I know.
All right,
that's it for me.
How about the Angels? Ever heard of them?
I don't know who that is. I saw a movie called Angels in the Outfield. Is that what that's about?
That's about that team, actually. It is.
Is it?
Yeah, Tony Danza plays like an angel.
Hey, Samantha.
I guess because he's in anything with Angel and an Angela from Who's the Boss. But he's in that movie, isn't he? In Angel in the Outfield,
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you're wrong about that. I don't know. I think Christopher Lloyd was in it.
He was.
Yeah.
But in that movie, Angels, because that was the Disney movie.
The worst impression of Christopher Lloyd.
No, that's the Disney movie that came out right. It was either right before or right after Disney bought the Angels.
What?
And then they made that movie in Anaheim, and they redid the stadium when they made the movie. And then, in the movie, angels actually affect the flight of balls so they can catch them in the outfield and not become home runs and stuff. Which is
did that
stupid.
Make people care more about the Angels?
No,
I didn't think so.
No, I'm from Los Angeles. I don't care about the Angels.
Hey, can Disney buy the Raiders? Is that possible? And just turn that around.
Don't make me stab you, because I will.
I know you're an actual Raiders fan.
Hardcore.
Yeah,
face painting Raider fan.
I've seen you do it. I saw you do the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life, which was it was an Avatar character.
Yes,
but done as
in silver and black.
In silver and black.
I'm Avatar. Well, this is back when they had Nnamdi Asomugha on the team.
Oh, God.
So I went as Navi Asamoah.
How the fuck do you ever get laid? Like, how does that ever happen? And it happens.
It happens.
I think you are your own cock block, though.
I really am.
You really.
If I got out of my own way, I'd be getting laid constantly.
Yeah, no. I mean, the
with
penis,
my massive
the penis on this guy. You wouldn't believe the penis. All right. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough of that. Hey guys, you got to check this out. There's this new app that I'm using, and I'm obsessed with it. It's called YoShirt, and you can get it. Yeah, you can get it on your phone. You got to try this thing. It's super, super cool.
What does it do?
Okay, so YoShirt is the app for creating one-of-a-kind apparel and accessories on your iPhone.
What?
Yes, I mean, you can take a picture of a comic book cover, your favorite comic book, Mike, okay? Take a picture of that, one of your famous Instagram photos that you do of, like, action figures fighting each other.
Photography.
Take one of those pictures, and you can turn it into a T-shirt you can wear at Comic-Con or at any con or at anything, any day of the week.
It doesn't even have to be.
It doesn't have to be a Comic-Con. It could be anything.
Can you take a picture of an ex-con and get that on a shirt?
You can put an ex-con on a shirt. What else can you put on a shirt? Ex-girlfriend you can put on a shirt. Anything with an X.
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan you can put on a shirt. Whatever you want. This thing is incredible.
Now, when you put it on the app, is that it? You just print up a boring old picture?
No. You can do all sorts of stuff to customize your designs with stickers, backgrounds, text, whatever you want. You can share your creations.
You can only
Just
do
shirts?
No, there's so many different. You gotta check out this app, guys.
What besides shirts?
There's sweaters, there's leggings, there's underwear, there's tote bags, there's socks.
Now, a lot of these apps try to rip people off. You give them your financial information.
Oh, no. These guys are incredibly secure, super fast. It's a secure checkout with Apple Pay. All right? Now, this is a quick note to our listeners, because I know we have listeners all over the world. YoShirt ordering and shipping is currently only available in the U.S. and Canada. But if you are a fan of YoShirt and you're in another country, we're going to be getting cool, like, YoShirt stuff. And if you let us know that you live in another country, we'll ship it to you as a gift. You are sure to impress your friends and your family when you express yourself with YoShirt. Guys, don't forget to check it out. It's a super cool app, YoShirt.com. That's YoShirt.com. YoShirt.com.
Tell all your friends.
Let's bring out our.
Do you want to do your headlines?
We're gonna do headlines with our guests because I think it's a big deal that we have him,
all right.
And I want to talk to him, and I feel weird that he's just sitting here looking so damn handsome. Oh, you got to get up on the mic there. You got to get real close.
It was a long walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the TV show The Real O'Neals, I knew him from True Jackson. You know him from all sorts of other wonderful shows. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest man in history, Matt Shively.
Of all time. Wow.
Yeah!
That feels really, really nice.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm great. What other TV shows have I done?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I know that there's other shows that
you
you've
make
done
my
besides
resume
this.
sound very long.
No, you were also in Paranormal Activity.
That's a movie, but that's
which one?
4.
4.
The last one to make a fair amount of money.
That would have made a good amount
I didn't
of
see
money.
that one.
You didn't.
I saw
need
1
to.
through 3.
It's very boring.
And then we wrote a parody movie that was awful.
Yes.
And I had to watch 1 through 3 because I hadn't seen any of them. And I watched 1 through 3 in like one night to get set for a writing session for this terrible movie
You were
we
in
were
3,
writing.
right?
I was in 4.
You were in 4.
3 was really good. 4 was
at 5.
decent.
No, 4 was 3. 4 was good. 5 is where they went to the. It was like the Cholo.
Yeah, that was. It was
Mexican
technically
Cholo
a
and
spin-off of it. It was like the marked ones.
And there's another one coming out, isn't there?
It already came out. It was
Okay,
the
did
final
it?
one. It was the Ghost Dimension. Yeah.
You know, they had to make as many as they possibly
Well,
could.
yeah, because the budget
costs
is super
$12
low
to make
and
a movie.
It makes $150 million domestically. So
What was the budget on Paranormal?
I'm
Activity?
guessing the budget without marketing was like $15 million.
That's amazing.
We reshot that movie four times before it actually came out, and everything that's in the movie was what you see what we shot 2 weeks before it came out.
What?
Yeah, we shot all through the summer, and then came back. By the way, horror movie. The script was 250 pages long.
That's crazy.
Get out of
Yeah.
here.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
like twice as long as it should
well,
be.
I'm pretty sure there's like 6 hours of extra footage.
Holy
in it.
shit.
Yeah, but everything that's in the movie was what we shot literally 2 weeks before it came out. Came out
my God.
like October 1st. We finished September 15th.
Wow.
That's outrageous, man.
Yeah.
Was it
That's
good?
insane.
What, the movie?
Yeah.
It's all right. It's a
good movie.
it's a little slow. It's a little boring. And the problem with them is that with the first one, there's 12 people deciding, and then the second one there's 20, and then 30. And we had like 50 people trying to figure out what the story was. And
That's
why
the first one was like a big hit because it was just like 3 guys made this movie for no money.
3 good ideas, and they were like, let's just do this exact thing. And then they brought Spielberg in to like redo the ending of that movie.
Of the first one or the second one?
Of the first one.
Yeah.
And he like redid the ending.
That was after the festival circuit had already happened, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun.
Do you want to hear what else he's done on TV?
Yeah, please.
Because I have some TV shows I pulled up.
Tell me some things.
Okay, so he was in Winx Club: The Secret of the Lost Kingdom.
No, hang on.
As
Before
Prince
we get
Sky.
no, wait a second. Before we get into this, Shively and I, Matt Shively and I, are friends.
We go back. We go way back.
We go way back.
We shared lots together. We were
did.
stage to stage.
We were like. I don't want to say ass to ass, but we were.
We were technically ass to ass. The front entrances were on opposite
the other sides.
Yeah,
so
we were ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
I'm like already hard.
So what was? Can you tell us about Winx Club? What was it like?
It was an animated show, and I rocked a super mean midriff. I had long blonde hair, and it was originally an Italian show, and we were just dubbing over in English and making it
was
our
that
own.
a Nickelodeon
Yeah,
show?
it was a Nickelodeon thing. I'm pretty sure half my resume is Nickelodeon, the other half is Disney, and then you throw Paranormal Activity right in the middle of it.
Okay.
What's the difference for you between working for those two different networks, like those two?
Oh, there were a bunch of Winx Clubs. I'm looking here.
Oh yeah, we did like 200 episodes, and there were movies and stuff. Yeah,
You're
but
because
I
that's
will
your first
say,
thing on your IMDb.
voiceover stuff is like the easiest work I've ever done. You walk in, you spend 15 minutes, and then you leave, and that you've done like 5 episodes. It's fantastic. The difference between Nickelodeon and Disney, Disney has more money.
Sure.
They fly you first class.
Wow.
Yeah, that was nice. I flew for Nickelodeon like 15 times, and they had like a coach-only rule, which literally worst experience I've ever had. I'm sitting in coach, getting ready to go on the cruise, and I see SpongeBob, like the voice of SpongeBob, walk up with his like 5 kids and go straight to first class, and I was like, okay. All right, that's how that works. But Disney worked for them once, and they flew me.
I'm sitting in first class.
Oh, he's here now. He's worked hard for it. He
Hot
deserves it.
towels.
But I think Disney's more of a bubble. Nickelodeon is more open to, if somebody gets a DUI, I think they can get away with it. If they get it on Disney, not so much.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. That makes sense. My contract with Nickelodeon said, in my contract, how funny is this? They said, Steven is so fat. This is my lawyer said this. Steven is so fat, he either gets 2 coach seats or 1 first class seat. And so when they had to fly me out places, it was in my contract. I got it in my contract.
First class seat. Why would I even? I'll take the 2 coach, please.
Two coach. But you know what? Coach. I used the 2 coach and used it for my girlfriend so that she could fly out with me for free. That's what
that makes sense.
Yeah, but I did it a couple times.
Did you tell her that you bought it?
No,
like, babe, I got you an extra seat.
She was like, "You're fat ass."
This was in the contract, wasn't it?
She slept with her face on my lap the whole time.
Well, you don't have to buy a pillow.
Yeah, that was all right. Worked out.
He is very pillowy.
I'm very.
You're like
pillowy.
a cloud.
I am. I make fun of my dog for being a fat pillow.
Cutest
creature.
damn dog, by the way.
It's a very cute dog.
My God.
But God, dumb and
Jelly Donut is the dumbest dog I've ever seen in my entire life.
You kind of screwed him over though by like instantly naming him Jelly Donut, and she probably was like, "Man, I can be dumb."
And then his other dog, it's his girlfriend's dog, Noodle, is an asshole. It's the biggest asshole dog.
He doesn't like the other dog. I like
that other
both.
Dog's an asshole. That's why I don't like it.
I know.
It's because if there was any training whatsoever done on these freaking dogs,
there's no training involved.
That's the problem.
Why train? You just let them go.
They're like feral pugs running through the house.
They just become you guys.
They run the place.
At that point, if you don't train them, they automatically just start to become.
They run the place.
I'm not kidding you. Jelly Donut sits on the couch the exact same way I sit on the couch. She's like a pillow with eyeballs.
Yeah, it's like it and just
like you know how when when Jabba the Hutt was on that little platform.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
Like almost like a calendar fold.
Yes, it really does. That's what she looks like.
That's amazing.
It's hysterical.
That's pretty.
My favorite thing to do is if she does something wrong, I put her in like a stupid costume and make her stay in a costume for the rest of the day.
Does she just sit in the closet like you son of a bitch?
No, she walks around the house in a princess dress and it's hysterical.
That's pretty fantastic.
And I get to
How have I not seen that? You post about her all the time. I don't think I've ever seen her in a princess
I've seen a picture of it in a dress. Yeah, it's like a tutu and all kinds of ridiculous stuff.
I must have missed that Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Now, tell me, Matt, you were also on something called Barrio Tales, and you don't look like somebody who would be in Barrio Tales.
Oh, I like that.
Barrio Tales, a funny story, was written by like my best friend who is the most like Jewish, like reclusive kid I know. And we somehow I came up like with some of the budget for that. That was like we made this movie for $30,000 and it was like 3 stories. It was a horror movie.
It's like Tales from the Crypt?
Pretty much, yeah, but Tales from the Barrio.
Okay.
And it was like, I mean, it was really ridiculous, but we were all super young and all of our friends were in it. It was just like, it played on Showtime for like 4 years straight.
Wow.
Yeah, like every single night at 2 a.m. you could flip it to Showtime and Barrio Tales was on.
Is that good residuals on that? Or is it like it's so cheap?
I've never
there's
seen
like
it.
nothing?
I literally, I think I paid $1,200 for a location and I've never seen any of that
Never seen it
money
come back.
back.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Do you what do you get residuals from? Like what
Not
comes-
Nickelodeon.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
No, Nickelodeon has a no residuals, but no, actually theirs is they have to play an episode 20 times before you get residuals, which is great because when you do 65 episodes, I mean, if you take it like by the time they play one episode 20 times, they're not playing the episode.
Yeah.
You know, it's
they
such a
play them each
pile of
19
shit.
times. They're like, we're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is literally that was an AFTRA law.
Right.
they
That
had
wasn't
set
even
up.
Now,
because SAG
post-merger,
doesn't.
it can't be that way, right?
I would imagine not.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think SAG has a different
Those
deal
kids
with
probably got
now.
it made now.
I know. I've had conversations. I've talked to so
There's
many
not a way to
people
like
about that.
lay over, be like, well, listen, we weren't SAG then, but it is now, and I think that we deserve a cut.
I've had a lot of talks with SAG about it. Like I'm not kidding you. I've had like my attorney talk to SAG.
Yeah, you
about
might
it.
as well.
Yeah, because it's a fucking shitty deal.
And it's
It
still
is.
on the air. Our shows are still
All the
on
time.
the
It
air
is all the
sometimes. So
time.
it's like
it is such an illegal so the way that everybody can understand this, when you act on a TV show, they air that show. Like I was on Workaholics.
Yeah.
They aired Workaholics, and then every time they air it, for as long as it is airing, every time they air it, I'll see like a little check in the mail.
Right.
For
A small amount of money.
Yeah, for my work over the time, right? And it's not a lot of money, but it
well, the
you know,
best is when you get a anywhere between 6 cents to 1 cent.
Sure.
When you know that it costs more to
mail
make
the
the
check.
paper and
Yeah.
mail the check.
Right, of course.
And you're like, and they send you all of them in like a clump. It's like, why didn't you just put them all together
Into
and make it
one
$2?
check.
You know,
Yeah.
the $2 that it actually adds up to.
Send me a $2
That's like that
check.
Seinfeld episode where Jerry was getting residuals from something in Japan, and he had a bunch of 1-penny checks, and he had to sign them all with his hand, and like he got
Yes.
a cramp in his hand. From
See, that's the
signing
thing. I
checks.
get
Yeah.
them from Winks. I do get but now because they don't really play them anymore, my mom went and picked. Oh God, I just gave away that my mom picks up my checks. My mom went and picked up my checks.
Nothing wrong with
Because
that.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, and she wants to help me
man.
out, and I say okay.
I'm a man.
But she picked up 76 checks, and
Whoa.
it added up to I think roughly $24.
wow.
I'm not even joking. Yeah, it's insane.
That's amazing.
Like open the thing and it's overflowing. You pick it out and you're like, well, we got a payday today, and it's literally $24.
Barely buys you lunch.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Isn't that the craziest?
Yeah.
That's the
It's
weirdest
it's
thing.
crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, when you do a show on Nickelodeon, the deal is instead of that, how they used to do it is, I don't know if it's still like this, but the deal was, if you get paid above scale, which is like what's scale? Do you know what scale is?
Scale for for
acting.
regulars.
Okay, Steven, a scale is the thing you stand on. The numbers
You
spin
know
around.
what?
They spin around like
all
really
right,
fast.
forget it. We
I don't know the
have-
scale. The scale is. I mean, it varies. I think
It's like 800 or 1,000.
Something
or
like that, yeah.
Right. So if you're paid above that for your work on the show, then the residuals have to add up to as much as you were paid per episode before they can pay you.
I totally lost you on that.
It's just the most.
Okay, so if let's say you're getting $1,000 a day,
Right.
then the residuals have to add up to $1,000 before they actually cut the check. Is that
Right.
what you're saying?
Exactly.
Oh wow.
So they just hold on to it until it gets that amount?
No. They keep it. They keep that.
Oh, so when they hit the $1,000 mark, that's when they start cutting you the penny
Yeah,
checks.
exactly. So they're not letting it hit that mark.
So they keep it below that, and then they're
Yes.
like, all right, we're going to yank this series
It's
for a
the
while.
same reason why iCarly was like, how many episodes? I think
They
they
ended
got,
up doing over 100. I think
They did over
but they
100.
did like 46 episodes, or like something like 46 episodes in one season.
Yeah, crazy numbers.
It's you know what? It's
That's
a
like
very
what TV was
tricky-
like in the 50s. They used to, like, if you ever look up old shows on IMDb, like if you look up Alfred Hitchcock Presents, or whatever, because I like that show, and I was watching one the other day, and I was like, oh, I wonder when this was on. I looked up IMDb, and it was like 47 episodes per season. I was like,
Yeah.
they just were never off. They just constantly they just cranked one out every single
Because there
week.
were only like 4 shows on the air at the time, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: True Jackson, was that your first big show that you had done?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, I think
big TV show?
the only other thing I had done other than like a commercial was I did 2 lines on Zoe 101, like 3 years prior to that.
No, you do see The Tomb.
No.
And I Owe My Life to Corbin Blue.
That was another one that my friend wrote.
So those
it was
aren't
a short.
okay.
Yeah, those aren't real things.
All right, let's. I want to talk about Drew Jackson.
Yeah,
I want this one. I want to talk about because that's where we met.
Yeah.
And it was you. It was Kiki Palmer,
Robbie Amell,
and Robbie Amell.
Ashley
Oh my
Argota.
God,
who's
and
a
Ashley
fucking
Argota.
star now?
Ashley, who's killing it on.
They're all. I mean, that we got really lucky. All of the kids in the cast are still working.
Is Robbie Amell?
Consistently.
What show is he on now?
What show isn't he on now? He's
He's
on the X-Files. He's on the Flash. He
X-Files,
he just
Flash.
did Arc for Netflix, which he's a lead in that.
And then his brother is Stephen Amell,
Who's Arrow. Yeah.
on the show Arrow.
Yeah, no, it's his cousin. Did you say cousin?
His cousin?
Yeah, it's his cousin. That family. I don't get it. They breed like Adonis.
They're very gorgeous people.
It's absurd. I mean, genuinely cut from the gods.
I know a couple guys. Like here, now you party with some of the best of them. I've seen you hang. Well, because you came up with some great people.
Oh,
I did.
And one of the times that we've hung out, it was we hung out one time at Sarah Hyland's house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was you and me and Sarah Hyland and her ex boyfriend at the time.
Yes.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. Depends on how deep we get into it.
Just do it.
Okay, no, it was all of us. We were all hanging out, and her ex-boyfriend, who is kind of a piece of shit.
He's
right?
not the greatest.
Not the greatest guy. He turns to me. I don't know if you know this. This is a true story. He turns to me at the party, and he goes, "Hey man, you wanna like smoke some drugs?" I don't know, something like this. And I go, no, I'm all right, man. I'm okay. And he goes, "Oh, come on, man." I go, no, I'm good. And he's kind of a loose
Were you
cannon.
like, this is that peer pressure my mom was telling me
Well,
about?
the best part is I don't even think he smokes. I think he was just putting you under pressure.
Just
Like,
trying to pressure me.
He's testing the waters out with you.
Yeah,
Do you
and
want
so
to smoke?
I go, no,
Do you wanna
I'm
share
good.
needles?
I don't do that. I'm okay. And he goes, "Are you hungry?" And I go, "I'm always hungry." And he goes, "You want some crackers?" And I go, "Sure." And he goes, "Here's a bowl of goldfish crackers." And I ate the whole bowl,
no.
and they were weed crackers.
Oh, that's brutal.
And I literally
You couldn't tell?
I had no idea.
I hate edibles specifically because the taste is like disgusting. I can't. The taste of weed is.
Sure.
I'm like, I can't do that.
Well, the cheddar was overwhelming. It was just so.
You
I
didn't
was
care.
Really enjoying the cheddar.
You didn't care. You just were.
No, I was enjoying, and then I literally was like, then I just was enjoying it too much.
Is that why I saw you just floating around in the jacuzzi
Yep,
afterwards?
that's what happened.
He turned into a giant goldfish.
He floats really nicely,
I
by the
just
way. He just kind of
floated.
sits there.
I've seen
and,
it.
Hi, Lou.
He kept like poking the stars.
Yeah.
It was
Why is it such a nice night tonight?
You've seen me out though.
Yeah, I mean, you've got some real fans who like shit their pants. Like
I think I have like 2 of them. I have 2 that like follow me around.
I posted on
Stalkers, basically. Yeah.
Well, I posted on Twitter and asked for like 5 questions from your fans of things they want to know about you.
Oh, and people actually replied?
And they replied, and I have them.
Oh wow!
Hang on, real quick.
I'm guaranteeing 2 of them are about whether or not my feet are ticklish.
It's a very good possibility.
You ever notice that's like one of the biggest? I swear to God,
do ask that.
everybody
You know,
asks that.
Okay, Ashley Argota, who's in your show with you. If you ever Google Ashley Argota, because we were looking up her IMDb page one time, and like it gives you the suggested things. The number one thing that comes up is Ashley Argota feet.
I'm telling you, it's so
It's
weird.
creepy.
The obsession with feet, man.
It's weird.
It's really, really, really creepy.
Really queefy.
Really
Is that what you
it's
were
really
about to say?
creepy.
Hi, I'm Gilbert Gottfried because let's be honest, who in their right mind would claim to be me if they weren't? I want to tell you about my hilarious podcast, Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast, right here on the Sideshow Network. Each week, me and my co-host, Frank Santopadre, talk to movie stars, comedians, singers, directors, and other entertainers about classic Hollywood. Sometimes they even answer us. If you didn't catch the name, that's Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast every Monday and Thursday, named by the Village Voice, as the best podcast of 2015. Download, rate us, and subscribe on iTunes or check us out on SideshowNetwork.tv/Gilbert Gottfried.
It's wee queepy. With that, we're gonna do a little section that we like to call questions from the internet. It's almost ready. A little thing we like to call questions from the internet. Questions from the internet. Questions from the internet for Matt Shively. Okay.
That was amazing.
Thank you, Ex Mortis.
First, that's Ex Mortis, our house band that we love. That's on tour. Question for you. Number one question. This is number 5. Number 5
Right,
question
okay.
for you. How do you get your hair so damn nice? That was from at Bieber72.
At Bieber
He has
72.
nice hair.
No, what's hilarious is that my hair is thinning right now. So I actually have been spending a lot more time on it. So it's like I have like multiple products I use. I have like a hairspray and a mixing cream. Like,
Are you getting on finasteride?
I started
minoxidil,
taking
any of that?
Propecia.
Propecia, yeah.
I'm worried about my sex drive, but I started taking Propecia. So,
I think your sex drive is fine.
well, yeah, do you?
You're hard right now.
I am. I'm still hard from previous comments.
Oh, dear God. All right, here we go. Question number 4 from the internet is who would you rather do? Kiki Palmer or Vanessa Hudgens?
Oof, that's tough.
That is from Bieber Lover 62.
I think I'd have to.
I don't know why there's so many
They're all Bieber lovers?
There's a lot of Bieber
I know
lovers.
both of them, but I know one of them more like a sister than the other, so I think I'd say Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah.
I've seen
Not to
Vanessa
say I'm not a
Hudgens in person.
little like, you know, I wouldn't. I'm a little intrigued about
I'll tell you, Vanessa
about
Hudgens.
Kiki?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a beautiful woman.
Well, hey, Vanessa Hudgens on camera looks great. In person, blows away that she looks on camera. Like, she's one of those people where, like, you see her in person, you're like, holy crap. Like, because we met her one night.
Oh, God. Are we telling the story? All right, this is
I have
this
to know
is
the
a real
story
thing
now.
that happened.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about my
me
jackass
and Matt.
comment.
Yeah,
I wasn't even going to say that part,
It's
but yeah.
So
Oh
damn
God, did you
good.
say something bad?
Yeah, no. Matt and me are sitting at Bob's Big Boy having health food.
We'd done a show at a comedy club and went to go eat afterwards.
Yeah, so
at
we're
Bob's.
sitting at Bob's Big Boy and we're eating, whatever. And I look over and Sam, what's her name? Samantha
Droke?
Droke.
Yeah, Sammy Droke.
Is sitting at
Drake.
another
Droke?
yeah,
Yeah,
Droke.
Droke.
She's sitting at a table with Ashley Tisdale, Vanessa Hudgens,
We saw them walk in and they were like stumbling because they were all drunk off their
Right.
ass.
and like a couple other people.
And yet still, like, the fan was blowing. And,
Oh
like,
yeah,
the
they
lights
still
was
look
down.
gorgeous.
Best looking drunk girls you ever seen.
Right.
So I told the waiter, this is my move. I send over 5 milkshakes to the table.
There are 5 people, sends over 5
So I sent
milkshakes.
5 milkshakes over. Right.
That's
And
how we
then-
met Tila Tequila.
That's
by
how we
doing
met,
the same
yeah,
thing.
Same thing.
Is that how you
Tequila.
slept with Tila Tequila too?
But you can. You
You can, if you want.
I would imagine- does it take more than one milkshake?
No, one milkshake's fine. So we go over to the table to go say hi to her, and we go to say hello, and they're like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, because he knew Sam from when she was dating Carlos
She was
from
dating
Big Time
Carlos.
Rush.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So we go over, we go to say hi, and Vanessa
has a camera.
Hudgens has a camera with her, and Ashley Tisdale goes, "Oh, don't mind Vanessa. She just loves taking pictures." And Matt goes, "Oh, I know. I've seen some of her pictures."
No, you did that?
And they just
They
just
didn't-
shut down the room.
Oh my God! I feel like lights went out. Everybody's scattered away.
like the hair on my back. stood
That's one of
up.
those things where you were
nuts.
thinking it and you said it in your mind, but it actually was
Here's the
from your
thing.
mouth.
I have no filter to stop me from saying those things. So, like,
Yeah.
when I think them, I say them.
Shively, Matt
Sometimes
Walker is
it's
a
fun.
bad person. All right,
and yet he's the head writer of your show.
That's why I'm
we
here.
need
Did
him.
did you just do like a slow lower down under the table and just
No, I
scurry
just
off?
acted like it was like a normal thing. Like, I don't care.
Like
What do I
I
care?
bought a
Seen
bop
you-
and I saw you in bop.
Look, if you're going to show your bush on the internet, then I'm going to see it. I'm sorry.
She's taken a lot of naked pictures of
Yeah.
herself.
There has been a lot out
Have
there.
you? Did you see Grease? Did you see her on
I
Grease?
did see Grease.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
it was great. I didn't see it.
It really was. Everybody blew me away in that show.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
I was so impressed with every single thing that
Yeah.
happened. I was
very
I
surprised
couldn't
too. I
believe it.
didn't think it was going to be that good, and it was
No
stunning.
way.
It was stunning.
No, because doing a. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to do?
I would
a
absolutely love to do that.
TV musical?
Yeah, I would love to do a TV musical. I wanted to do Grease.
Do you practice
but they
by
went all
rolling up?
ethnic.
Do you like roll up a pack of cigarettes in your sleeve to practice? Is that what you do?
See this? I have it
just
rolled up.
rolled up.
You got it
Yeah,
already.
I can't fit a pack of cigarettes in it, but I got it rolled up.
You could do it.
Maybe a small pack, a soft pack.
Stick a couple cigarettes in there.
There we go. I'll just line it with cigarettes,
line it with
as if they're bullets. That'll be
Like a
perfect.
bandolier.
Just line it with
Bandolier
cigarettes. That's
Yeah,
normal.
perfect.
People do that, right?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
a thing.
When you were doing True Jackson, what was the relationships like between you and those two ladies and that gentleman? What's the relationships like?
They
on
were
the
good.
show?
Oddly enough, they were 2-3 years younger than me, so I didn't ever really have the opportunity. I mean, I was 18 when we started. Like I started at like the week I turned 18, so I was able to go do other things. They were, very much with their parents. So, I saw them at work and we would text sometimes, but we were never very close. Ashley and I were really, really close. Her and I are still very, very close. I don't really talk to me other than Robbie. I haven't seen Kiki in like 5 years.
Wow.
But like I see Ashley all the time. I talk to Ashley, but on the show, like it really wasn't that much. They were young and I was older, and Robbie was constantly doing push-ups and pull-ups, and I was constantly eating food.
Jeez.
I literally spent a year, because I moved out on my 18th birthday, like an idiot. I was like, I'm going to get a studio in Hollywood. That's what an actor does. And it ended up having mold and asbestos. I had to move out two months later.
Right.
But then I moved across the street from 7th Vale.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Great. I have a great story about the first and only time I ever went to 7th
You
Vale.
have to tell the story, but keep going.
So there's a Wendy's across the street.
Right.
I ate Wendy's every single night for about 6 or 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. So I got my freshman 30.
Now, being back to back with Glickman, clearly Glickman was influencing you.
Right. Yeah.
If all you did is sat around and ate. I mean,
he was actually always telling me to stay in shape. He said, when this is done, you need a 6-pack to get further. And I was like, I don't believe you. And I was stuffing donuts.
That's because he didn't want competition. He's
I was like, you're doing
out.
just fine. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Can't have two fat guys. No.
How did you come into the business? Like, how did it get started?
I mean, where
are you from?
I'm from here. I'm from Covina, which is like 30 minutes east. But I wanted to do it in 4th grade, but my mom didn't want me to do it because she was afraid of the rejection and all of that kind of stuff, which is
that's a real
completely
thing.
valid.
Absolutely.
I don't think any kid really that age should be doing it, because being told no like 4 times a week is not a good thing.
Yeah.
But then I went to John Robert Powers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was one of those kids who spent $1,200 for like commercial classes and did like five commercial classes. But that, luckily, after like a year after I did that, I finally was like, can I try again? And my mom was like, okay. And they had like agent auditions once a month. And if you had done classes in John Robert Powers, you could go to it. So that was where I got my first agent. But I had like 3 agents in between before I finally had a good agent. And then she introduced me to my manager, Richard Konigsberg. I have to give him a shout out, because when he met me, he told me, he was like, if you sign with me, I promise you within 2 months, you'll be on a show. And literally a month later, I booked True Jackson.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And it was actually like my last audition, because it was a couple weeks before I was graduating and I needed to go to college or do something. So I was like, I looked at it and I was like, this is me. And I actually walked into the audition and looked at the casting director, Krisha Bullock, and I was like, this is the last time you're going to see me. And she was like, you were quitting? And I was like, no, I'm going to book this. It's going to happen. Because all I ever went out for was Nickelodeon and Disney. That was it, period.
Wow.
So and then it happened. So.
God, that's fantastic.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What an amazing situation, man.
Yeah, it worked out pretty nicely.
John Robert Powers, what a bizarre and amazing, strange place.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still around.
I know the building's there, but I mean, I don't know if they're in there.
One time I went there when I was like 22, 23 years old. Somewhere in my 20s. I went in there for a meeting, and they were like, do you want to be an agent here? And I was like, maybe.
Were they an agency?
They were starting to like rep people.
Okay.
And I think that kind of brought them down.
Right.
I think that was like the reason that they're not still, but they used to be next to Boa Steakhouse on Sunset.
Yeah, at the very, like the bottom of Sunset. I remember I'd go to Frankie and Johnny's Pizza every Tuesday before we would do the classes. I think the reason I got into those classes was because we didn't know how to find a way to like get classes or anything. But my mom found like this Pepsi Cola audition, and it was at John Robert Powers, but it was actually just like a ploy.
Oh, to get you in,
to get you into classes, because then they like pulled out like 10 out of the 50 kids, and they're like, "Come with us," and they like brought us into a room, and they were like, "We think you should do these classes." And my mom had no idea what was what, and she was like, "Absolutely! Oh, $1,200 for 5 classes. Let's do it." So.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's a big deal. I mean, that's how that company worked. You know that one of my favorite things in the whole world, Nickelodeon does this thing every few years. Do you know about this?
Is the open casting call thing?
No, where they go, we're doing a variety show. We're looking for variety acts. Can you sing, dance, act, perform? Come on in. Let's get you in here for this. It's a sketch show. You have to do all sorts of characters, and they send people in. And there's no sketch show. It's just to find new talent.
And do they ever find?
Yeah, they find a lot of talent that way.
Wow.
That's like how it's one of the ways. And I'm sure at some point they will do another like All That or something like this.
Yeah.
But that has been the way to get people to find like who the new people are.
Yeah.
I think that's where they found what's his name? Lil Peanut. You know Lil Peanut?
Lil Peanut.
You know Lil
the kid who's on the Kel show, right? The new Kel show, Game Stoppers or whatever?
No. He's on the show, the Haunted Hathaways.
Oh, the Haunted
By the way, the funniest thing that I've ever witnessed when I was at Nick is they go to do Haunted Hathaways, this TV show.
Yeah.
About
Is that the one where it was like...
It's like a black family.
Yeah,
and their
it
ghosts.
was like...
No, it was. I think it was a white family, and there were black ghosts in the house.
Yeah. Yes, it's a white family, black ghost.
Which is a
in the
little
house.
odd.
And they kept
that
saying
put
things
that
that
on the
were
air.
racist.
You would think that's a little weird that they put that on the air.
They shoot the pilot, and they show the pilot to everyone at Nickelodeon, and they go, "Does anybody feel like there's anything racist about this show at all?" And the one black girl who worked at Nickelodeon raises her hand, and she goes, it's a bunch of black people haunting a white family."
And then she got fired. She was gone.
And she was like, "This shit's racist as fuck.
Yeah, it's a little
Y'all
racist.
need to fix this shit."
Didn't they use some racist terms too?
They used there was a couple racist terms that were thrown into the script in the original pilot. They reshot the entire pilot.
Oh, wow.
And made it into like a great show. Now it's a great show.
They're not haunting them. They're helping them through their
it's like a
white
different
problems.
thing. But there's too many problems. There's like a whole bunch of issues.
That's absurd.
It's
Now, I don't mean to derail us, but I think we still have 3 questions from the internet that you never got
yeah,
to.
I'm so sorry. Okay, all right. Here, this is question number 3. What is your favorite place to take a lady on a date?
My bedroom. Ba-bam!
Wow. Okay.
No, I don't.
Netflix
I
and
like
chill
to.
over
I
here.
Uh,
like to make dinner. You know, I like to cook.
I should say that's from Selena62.
Oh, well, Selena 62. I like to cook dinner and watch a movie of sorts. It really depends.
Is that a first date?
Yeah, absolutely. This is Hollywood. Of course, it's a first date.
So he goes
Have
on
them over
Tinder.
to your house.
He goes on Tinder and he says,
It's
Netflix and
Bumble.
chill? Question
It's
mark?
Bumble. I use Bumble.
Bumble's actually better. Bumble is way better.
Raya is where it's at, though.
Which one's that?
You have to get accepted.
Oh, that's the one that
into
Quigley's
Raya.
on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I
You
can't
have to get
accepted.
accepted.
the
into
private
Raya.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't done it. I haven't done it. I'm like,
I can't. I don't have the credits to get accepted on there. I don't have the money.
I actually have
or
like
the
3 or
IMDb
4
credits.
friends who have tried to get on Raya, and they're still waiting to be accepted. It's
Really?
sad. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fascinating.
like we
But
know.
it actually affects them. They're like, I still haven't gotten fucking accepted.
We
This is
know
bullshit.
a hot chick who's on there who just dates celebrities from it.
She's dated.
That's the thing. You can. Does it work? Does Raya work?
Yeah, man. She dated.
Don't you have to pay money to be on it?
No,
No?
but she dated Jeremy Piven and she dated Moby from being on that.
That's a big switch up
It
there.
really is.
You're really 2 different spectrums of the people.
However, if you look at old Jeremy Piven, like when he was going to be on Seinfeld, when he was going to play the George Costanza role in the sitcom in a sitcom, that Jeremy Piven looks kind of like Moby. But current Jeremy Piven, no.
yeah, maybe.
I saw Jeremy Piven yesterday running across the street in sweats, looking very, very strong.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
I met him just recently. Very attractive, very cool.
He's a good-looking
fellow.
man.
Yeah. I like that guy.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a good guy. Well, so you take a girl on a first date. You take her to your home.
I'll be honest with you. I don't. Okay, here's my problem. I don't go on very many dates. I don't go on dates. I'm a seed planner, so like I don't really go out and like meet a girl at a bar or something.
Be careful
and go, hey,
planting your
let's-
seed because that can come back and cost you 18 years of child support.
Yeah, trust me, it probably already has. I just haven't found out.
Oh my God.
But I don't like. I've met girls at bars and stuff. I've gotten their number, and I'm like, I'll take you on a date. And then every time, like, I'm about to be like, let's do it, I get too scared. I get too nervous to like try to take somebody on a date. So what I do is I'll meet a girl, invite them over to hang out with my friends.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I put on the funny and try to like make sure that she sees that I'm, funny and, can look past the looks and all that kind of stuff. And then at that point, we start watching movies together. And then if it turns into a thing, I don't know. I was in a very long relationship.
How long were you in a long relationship?
I was in a 4.5-year relationship up until 24. So like it's been
from like
a
20
year and
to
a half
24
ago.
Oh.
Yeah, well, actually, it was like 19 to 24, pretty much.
Wow.
It was on and off. Yeah, which were probably the years that I shouldn't have been in a relationship. I'm like trying to make up for lost time, but
whatever.
But I haven't been on like any dates or anything. I meet people through people and then slowly
That's not
do stuff.
He doesn't date, he just bangs. He's like, come on over, we're just going to bang, and
Listen,
there you go.
if people can just be honest with each other, that's what they're looking to do. Like, no?
All right, number two.
That's how you use celebrity right there. That's how you use fame.
You better believe
Use
it.
the fame while
Come
you
on,
have it. Let me tell you.
Shively.
Network sitcom star right there.
See, that's the thing I have to learn. I've had people be
Just
like, dude, you got
power
a network
your
show
way
now.
through.
Like, just do it. I'm like, but I'm too afraid to just be like, listen, lady.
Power your way through Hollywood.
We're just doing the sex thing, and then you're out of here. I'm like, I have to play the game through text.
That's because you're a nice guy.
That's true.
You're a nice guy.
I forget I'm a little bit of a nice guy.
get that pussy.
But you
know
can
what?
get that dick.
I should give him the advice. Murtori always tells me this advice. I will give you the advice my friend who gets laid all the time tells me. He's like, just whip it out.
Just whip it out.
No, don't ever do that. That's a terrible idea.
That winds me up on like an internet site that I have to go door to door and tell them I'm a sex offender.
Yeah, no.
What'd you do? I just whipped it out.
Don't listen to Mike. Mike Muratori, the dangerous person. All right, number two question from the internet. What is your best celebrity experience? Meeting another celebrity, and that is from Justin Bieber sucks my butthole 86.
That's crazy. It's either I love Justin Bieber or love Selena, or Justin Bieber sucking butthole.
Why would someone have such a long?
That's
name?
a long username.
That's
Yeah, very long username.
Best celebrity experience. Actually, you know what? I'll say this. It's probably Josh Peck, and it's not because it's a good reason.
Okay.
My friends knew Josh Peck, and I got really drunk one night when I was about, I'll say 21 just for legal reasons.
He was 21, yes.
And it was right after he had done the Whackness. And I was really drunk at a party, and he was completely sober. I think he still is. He's like a sober guy. And
That's why he and Drake don't hang out.
I did like that drunk dude thing where like I pulled him aside, and I was like, dude, I just want to let you know, like, I look up to you so much. You got out of Nickelodeon. Like, you were able to break past that cloud that a lot of kids have because producers and cast directors. And he's like, thanks, man. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, you're just like, I like love you, man. You're so good. And I started like bawling my eyes out.
What?
In front of him. Yeah, like to him.
No.
And he's sitting there looking at me like, oh, for sure. And he's looking at my buddy AJ, who he was friends with. He's like, AJ, you should come get your dude. Yeah, man, of course, man. Come get your fucking dude right now. And I'm just like, no, man, I'm so sorry. I just wanted you to know, like you're really cool. I look up to you, and it's so nice. Yeah, so that's probably my best celebrity experience, just because it's the most memorable.
Okay, Glickman, rank that. Is that better or worse than when you cried in front of Snoop Dogg?
No, Snoop Dogg's better. I'm sorry, but that is better.
That is better, but it's not nearly as bad as you saying the thing to Vanessa Hudgens.
No, but yours is fantastic though.
Yeah,
yours
it's
is
just I figure anything else is boring. That's like, I got to give you something good.
I had a thing at Comic-Con where I ran into the guy from, you know who it is. He was in the movie.
That one guy in that one moving
he was
picture.
In, God.
I need
your
something
phone.
to go on.
Yeah.
I can't Google the guy from the thing.
What's the name of the Fanboys?
Kevin Smith?
No. Look up Fanboys. Look up
The movie Fanboys.
Yeah, there's this movie called Fanboys.
Dan Fogel.
Okay, so Dan Fogel and me both auditioned for Shrek in Shrek the Musical on Broadway. Okay, but I ended up getting
you got that
over him, right? Okay. So he's gone on to beat me out for a million fucking roles, like stuff where, and he's done a million roles that I would never get called.
But no roles where people were green ogres.
Right. But
that's the problem.
I was drunk. He had just recently beat me out for a role that we were both up for, and he got it over me very quickly. And I was at Comic-Con. I was standing next to him at Comic-Con, and I went, "Hey, man, what's up? Good to see you again." And he goes, "Oh, hey, man, how are you?" And I go, "Yeah, man, good to see you. You remember me?" And he goes, "Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure." And I go, "We both auditioned for Shrek together, musical." And he goes, "Right. Oh, yeah. How are you?" I go, "Pretty good." because I got the part. So it worked out.
I think the best part is your face right now. The way you're doing it, if there was a camera in here, this would really work out.
Totally got a part. So
were you super stoned?
Drunk out of my
you were
mind.
drunk. Okay.
Which was like 3/4 of a Corona to make that happen.
It was at the Nerd
shot
HQ
of
party.
Corona.
Nerd HQ party at Comic-Con.
Oh, so you were just geeking out drunk.
Oh, just drunk. And I go, yeah. I totally got a part. But whatever. You're doing good. You're kicking ass. Good for you. And he goes, thanks, man. And I go, why are you making it weird? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, why are you being weird right now? Why are you being weird? And he goes, I'm not making it weird. I go, okay, well, cool, man. Well, good to see you. And he goes, you bet, man. Good to see you too. I go, whoa, what was that all about? What the fuck was that? So what is that all about?
Just pushing it.
Why are you being so weird? I made it so horrible. The next day I saw him at the con, and he looked at me and just went, oh, God, and walked the other way. Like,
not again. Not
happening.
I know, you booked it.
I know. I'm Shrek, bitch. Just yelling, I'm Shrek, bitch. And this poor guy who's doing great. Like, his career is terrific. And I'm a fucking idiot.
He did that ping pong movie. That ping pong.
Yeah, he did the ping pong movie.
So what's our number one question?
Number one, which is kind of a little redundant at this point. Now I kind of feel bad asking you, but number one question from
Bieber's buttholes sucking
it's
Selena.
Actually, I'm not kidding you. It's Justin Bieber lives inside of Drake's asshole at yahoo.com.
That's amazing.
That's a great email address.
I love that all of my fans
really
either
have
love or
issues.
hate Justin Bieber. There's nobody else in there. It's just that.
It's just these two people.
All right, what's the question?
The last one was the worst experience you've ever had.
Well, shit, that would be
with
the worst.
a celebrity.
That
But
would have been the worst.
Is there another horrible story that you have?
For the fans that didn't get their question in time, is there a story about a celebrity involving your feet that you can tell them?
No, just people asking about my feet. It's disgusting.
Does that really happen?
Dude, it's like the number one question any actor gets. When Real O'Neals premiered,
Yeah.
Noah, the lead character, about 15 tweets from 15 different people being like, "Are your feet ticklish? Show us a picture of your feet." And I'm like, "What? What is the infatuation?"
How
with
old is
feet?
that kid?
I have no idea. Oh, he's 21. He's actually 21. So he's that age.
That kid is 21
Yeah, that
years old.
12-year-old looking boy is 21. Trust me, the first week we were
Phenomenal.
filming, he said shit in front of me. I was like, "Whoa, bro." He was like, "What?" I was like, "You're like 15, chill." And he was like, "No, I'm 21." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Let's go grab some brews after
Yeah, let's
work,
go
man.
get fucking
How
trash.
old is your
Count.
sister on the show?
She's 14.
Yeah, she looks.
So she's the actual, although she is the smartest of all of us.
I'm sure she's very smart. They always are. The girls are always smart.
Pretty much. Well, that's because she's still doing schoolwork. Like, I don't remember what I learned in high school at all.
Yeah. When somebody asked me where Armenians were from the other day, I was like,
Glendale?
Glendale.
Glendale?
Have a good answer.
I don't know.
for
I've got a
that.
couple that live down my street. I'd figure
Montebello?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not good at math. Let me
You
ask
get that math and geography are different subjects, right?
I don't think so.
There's
I
no
think-
addition on a map.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're the same. That's the same subject.
They involve numbers, right? All of them?
Geography, geology, and math, all the same. Am I wrong about that?
Yes.
Am I?
I think what they all have in common is I forgot about all of them.
Yes, absolutely. I don't know.
I know where Asia is.
You should ask.
Watch out.
You should ask when we have Brandon Braga, who's the producer of Cosmos, on. You should ask him about that, whether geography and geology and math are all the same.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure he really wants to answer that question.
I'm
for
sure
you.
he's gonna.
Well, Stephen, thank you for asking.
All right. Here's a real question. I got two big. Well, there's a couple of things we got to cover. First of all, do you love? Is the story about? Are you a big fan of this story? Do you want to tell us the story?
Holy shit! You want to take two?
I'm like, okay, hang on.
Are we talking about the Real O'Neals?
No. Okay, here's a real question.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us about Real O'Neals first,
or
the strip club story?
I'll tell you the strip
Seventh
club story.
Sunfield, let's hear it.
All right, and then we'll end on
This
Real
is a
O'Neals.
horrific story, by the way.
Tell us the story.
So I went to my first bar ever. And it was right when I moved in there. And I had a roommate from back home who had friends out here. And he had a very...
Wait, from back home, you're talking Covina.
Yeah, Covina.
25 miles.
Let the man
I had a friend from Covina who had friends out here who was a little older than me, and we went to a bar for the first time. And he brought his very effeminately gay friend and his very hot other friend, who they were best friends. Mm-hmm. And I had just gotten a little bit of fame, so I was feeling a little confident, and I got just trashed, like absolutely like just trashed. I found out what a surfer on acid was, which was a shot. It's fantastic. Haven't had one since, but I had about 14 of them. This girl starts coming on to me, and I'm like, this is dope. This is pretty awesome. So we start making out, and I'm like, this is the coolest thing. She was like 23. I was also 23, whatever. And all of a sudden, I like start feeling like a scratch, like on my face. And I'm like, what is happening? And then I feel another tongue. And I open my eyes, and this dude has wedged his way in. And it's like, has added into a three-way here. And I being drunk and scared, was like, what the fuck is going on? And I exploded, and I ran out the bar with my buddy, and I was like, this is terrible. And we're walking home, and I'm like, we're going to 7th Vale. We're getting our fucking manhood back. Like, this is bullshit.
What the?
So I walk into 7th Vale, and I find the first woman I saw, and I was like, I want a 30-minute lap dance. Let's do it right now. And she takes me in the room. She lays me down. She starts giving me a lap dance. And this is where the nice guy thing comes in. About 8 minutes into this 30-minute lap dance, I'm like, oh, fuck, this is terrible. I'm totally degrading this woman. And I pull her down, and I'm like, ma'am, I'm sorry. I can't do this. Like, I feel terrible. Like, I'm degrading you. And she's like, no, this is my job. Like, this is what I do. I was like, I get it. She would not let me get out of it. So I finally came up with this line. I was like, listen, ma'am, my mom was a stripper, and like now, like I feel like I'm really like going against that, and like it makes me feel really uncomfortable. I was like, I'll pay you, I'll tip you, please let me go.
Then she's okay.
She finally let me go.
Yeah,
I
she
paid
was
her.
like, no refunds at
My
that
buddy
point.
would not leave. I ended up having, because my other buddy went up and passed out with the door locked, took my keys. I ended up passing out against a fence, and I woke up to my other friend in the middle of the street, screaming, 7th Vale, I am not worthy, and falling to his knees. And I was like, this is the worst thing ever. And I woke up the next morning, I had black pants on, I had just like stripper shit on me, and it was just first and last time I ever went to 7th Vale.
Wow.
Body Shop, on the other hand, super dope.
Yeah, Body Shop, bringing the heat.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That should be a commercial for the 7th Vale right there.
Yeah.
Just
that
that's
is-
just
Get
that
your
long
manhood
story.
back.
Get your manhood back.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
What a fucking story.
Yeah.
Did that happen during Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Was that,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was very cool. Yeah.
You know what's the funniest thing about Nickelodeon, and people don't realize this, is that when you're on Nickelodeon and you're doing a kid show, everything in you as a human being is fighting against being like on a kid show, being PCG, I'm G-rated, nice to meet you. Everything in you is like, I want to go to a strip club. I want to set fires in the forest.
It's like rebelling against your parents after being like, locked in the closet for so
because
long.
they're
You're like, I'm out of here.
You can't do any of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. I went to Vegas with a friend, and we shot fireworks out the side of the window of his car into the desert, and like did all sorts of shot guns and did all sorts of really
Wild
dangerous
driving.
shit while driving during being on Nickelodeon, because you hit a point where they're monitoring everything.
Yeah.
And they're up your ass about
Well, see, but
everything.
I was lucky too, because I didn't start getting recognized for True Jackson. I shit you not, until about a year ago.
Wow.
So I went all this time, like I could go anywhere, and now like I can't. It's really hard to go to like malls and like any place like that where there's kids, and it's always True Jackson.
Yeah, because
which
those
is so
kids,
weird.
Those kids are now 12, 13, 14, 15,
Are
and
now,
up into
like,
their 20s.
Yeah.
And you run into them, and they
It's
get
true.
very excited.
It's crazy, but it never happened then. So like I was free to go and do a lot of things because people had no idea. I was fine.
I used to get recognized by strippers because they knew me because their kids
watch the show.
Nice.
That happened in
Did
Vegas.
they tell you that while giving you the lap dance?
Yeah,
Like, by the way, my kid loves
we
your
were there
show.
for my
Sapphires.
for my friend's bachelor party.
Yeah.
Nice.
For our friends, a comedian we know, he was getting married, and we were there at Sapphire. And yeah, it was.
And the stripper was like, "Can I just tell you that like I watched the show? You make me laugh so much on the show. Like my
While she's
kid-
twerking on your leg.
she's like,
oh, that's great.
My kid loves it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well, bring him over here. I'll take a picture.
What's happening right now? All right, we gotta wrap this thing up. But we need to talk about this show that you're doing, Real
Real
O'Neals.
O'Neals.
Tell us all about this show. I mean, it's a huge hit, and it is killing it, and it's a fantastic show.
It's doing pretty great at the moment. Yeah, I mean, we just started, so we're building an audience at the moment. It's a great show, and I think it's Irish. For those who haven't seen, it's on ABC Tuesdays at 8:30. But it's like your seemingly perfect Irish Catholic family who finally let out all their stresses and everything, and the cards get flipped, and they then have to face the reality of like actual problems in their life.
Is this a single camera comedy? Or
yeah,
is
it's shot exactly like Goldberg's in the middle and Fresh Off the Boat and stuff like that. But what I love about the show the most is that it's actually doing really good things for like the youth of now, because it is revolved around a kid who's 16 who comes out of the closet to his very religious parents, and then it's basically him trying to come into his own skin and realize that he can be himself in this world.
Does he try going to the seventh veil to get his?
He doesn't. I took him there myself. That was off camera. No, but it's really nice. I mean, every episode there's at least 5 people because we live tweet every week, and there's at least we all actually get together and live tweet together at like each other's houses and drink wine. Cool. It's amazing.
That's so
but there's
cool.
at least 5 people every episode who are like, I'm watching the Reload NEALS, I just came out to my parents.
Wow.
And there's people who have written in their notes and posted pictures being like, this is really changing. Like people who are 30 or 40 now being like, I wish I had this then. Because it's really helping me with this. And then there's a lot of younger kids who are like coming out of the closet and feeling more comfortable because of this show, because they know that they can continue to live. And no network show has had a 16-year-old. They had McCarthy's and Modern Family does it, but it's never been focused on a younger person.
So what network is this? Which network?
ABC. Yeah, so dude, it's actually it's doing something. It's
good for them for making that choice.
I think we have that leg up on the fact that at the end of the day, our sitcom, which is supposed to be just funny, is actually making somewhat of a difference.
It absolutely is, man. I mean, look, any time that you can do something like that, and I mean, you're making such by doing a show like this, and your character is so supportive.
Yeah, I play a jock, and that for me was the coolest thing about it. Was I saw a jock, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna be a bully, egotistical, douchebag.
Yeah.
But he's the opposite, and he sticks up for his brother. He loves his brother. He literally forgets that his brother is gay because he doesn't care, and that's something that doesn't ever. And that's the thing I get all the time. People are like, "I wish I had a brother like yours," or "This is how my brother is," and it's so nice to finally see on TV. So it's good.
It's really nice. It's handled very, very well because on Glee, which did a great job with a lot of that stuff too, but on Glee you had to deal with the music side of it, which it's fine, but. That's a hard show to get your family to watch, to sit around with your dad and your mom and stuff. And what show does it follow?
It follows Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah, Fresh Off the Boat.
It's good, but they're two. That's the one problem we're having. They're two completely different shows, but we're luckily sticking right with him. We retain the same audience.
What does Fresh Off the Boat follow?
Fresh, I don't know. It comes on at 8, so we come on at 8:30, and then the Shield, Agents of Shield follows
They show
us.
your show in reruns after Goldberg's. I've seen it.
No, but when we premiered, they premiered us on a Wednesday with an episode after the Goldbergs and an episode after Modern Family, and then we moved to our original date.
It's really smart though, because anytime people sit and they watch Fresh Off the Boat as a family, that is a very funny show, and your show is similar. And it just, a family will just be sitting there enjoying their night. Yeah. They're watching this show, and it's just more entertaining, more stuff to watch, and then suddenly they're getting hit with this message that's a really positive message. Yeah. And if it helps anybody come out of the closet and help them, open up to their family, I think that's wonderful.
That's what we're doing it for,
Well, you're doing a great job, man. I'm really proud of you. I'm really happy that you're doing the show, and you're doing a great job. That character is great.
Thank you. It really comes from the hair. The slick back hair is really what makes
the Propecia is keeping it going. See, that's why
I'm losing fucking hair. Because they put 10 pounds of gel in it, and it's basically it's like a shell. It's like a turtle shell on my head. If you go the opposite way, you will cut your hands. I shit you not.
You should push.
Well, see, good hair.
I pushed all season, and I told them second season if they don't have a makeover episode, I'm showing up with a buzzed head.
Good hair is the reason why
I'm not going to give them an option.
Good hair is the reason why you're on a network sitcom and Steven's doing this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the difference.
But you're so much smoother than I am.
I'm bald. I'm so bald these days.
The hair on your face makes up for the lack of hair on your head, though.
All right. Dude, I think it's so awesome to have you in here, to share, to chat with us, and to be so honest.
I told
and
you so
a
couple
open.
stories I've never told anybody.
Dude,
so
it's amazing.
There you
man.
go.
I think you kind of have to do that. You kind of have to let things fly a little bit.
Well, I'm still breaking out of the Nickelodeon. There are things that I get worried about saying because I fuck. Like I don't. The first time I said that on a podcast a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, wait, I can do that now. Like I can say these words because I'm not under the eye of people that don't want me to not be a child. So
Absolutely.
I finally get to be myself and talk about how I make out with guys and embarrass myself in front of Josh Peck.
You can do live commercials for the Seventh Fail on our podcast.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Our new sponsor.
Come on down.
We had a whole, the thing that took me out of doing, the thing that took me out of Nickelodeon's, like, where they couldn't have any control over me anymore and was very uncomfortable for them, was I was on Ari Shafir's podcast, This Is Not Happening, and on his show, I told the story about smoking weed with Snoop Dogg and having a full-blown panic attack and crying in front of Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
You had a panic attack?
I had a panic attack.
Here's the funny thing. You told me this story a long time ago. Did not involve a panic attack.
I tried to make it
You
cool.
tried to make it cool.
I tried to make it
yo,
cool.
dude, I smoked with Snoop Dogg the other day, and I was like, oh, dope. And he's like, it was dope. And now I'm like realizing that behind your eyes, you're like, it was the scariest.
I
Right.
I cried.
I cried. Was it not a blunt?
It was 2 blunts.
You don't do blunts, man. Black people do blunts. They don't do bongs. White people do bongs. They don't do blunts. That's how that works.
Yeah,
okay?
I mean, it was. I asked him if it was medical marijuana. He said it was military marijuana.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, he probably got it from a briefcase and some
very possible.
military.
It was absolutely the most. I said. He said, "When's the last time you smoked, son?" I said, 11 years ago. And he said, "Oh, you gonna die tonight, son." It's true. It's true. But like, you tell us once you start talking and you start getting shit out, the fucking world changes with you.
Yeah.
And you're a grown man. You're crushing it. You're on a network show. And I have no doubt you have wonderful, amazing things coming up in the future.
Well, now that you've said it, it will be true.
It
Thank
shall
you.
be true.
Yes.
And you will come back and you will hang out with us again and
Anytime.
we will talk again.
Anytime.
Matt, where can people find you on the internet?
At Matt Shively1 on Twitter. Go to Instagram. It's at Matt Shively. Don't have a Facebook, Snapchat, Matt Shively. It's all Matt Shively.
When did you get rid of the Facebook?
I have a Facebook, but it's private. I have to have one thing that I'm not like bombarded on feeds, like because I have so many fans. No, I'm just saying, like
you know what?
I like to keep up with people, and when you have that many, like you follow people back and stuff, you can't. You're just reading their stuff, and it's all about Justin Bieber sucking butthole. There's something over it,
and they really do suck a lot of butthole.
He's so much.
I had a private Facebook, and then I had a public. I had a public Facebook, and then I had this private one. And I thought, like, I can just say whatever the fuck I want on it. And I was for a while until I realized my aunts and uncles and cousins are on there too.
Yeah.
And they're all listening to everything I say. And they're like, Steven, the words you're using, they're just offensive these days.
You said dick bag.
Why did you say dick bag? Justin Bieber's living in Drake's asshole? What's happening? Matt Walker, where can they find you?
I'm the administrator of MattShively'sFeet.com. You can come check it out. We've got lots of photos. I'm going to be
That's
taking.
what's sticking out of your pocket.
We're doing a photo shoot after the podcast. But go to funnymatt.com and you can find all about me. That's
all right.
fine.
And you can always get me at Stephen Glickman, STPHEN Glickman on Twitter and Instagram.
And come to the nighttime show at the Hollywood Improv.
To the nighttime show at the Hollywood Improv. Go to the HollywoodImprov.com. We're talking to the improvs about touring our show to other wonderful places. Hey. So keep a lookout there. And, come down to the damn show when we love you. Okay, thanks a lot, and listen for more stuff. Bye.